Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Delicia for those of you that are new here, and as you can see we've got a little setup in front of us. So in today's video we're going to be doing a little cook with me, a little spend the evening with me, just some girl time, you know. I don't have my daughter this evening, and whenever I haven't got her I like to be a little bit extra. So I'm going to be making myself some lamb chops, and I have been wanting to film cooking videos on this channel for such a long time. However, I haven't had the chance to do it because I just felt like I just didn't have a big enough kitchen. So I went to IKEA yesterday and I bought myself a kitchen island, and I'm so happy with it. Like, this has been my favorite purchase in such a long time, and simply because it is allowing me to do the thing I've been wanting to do for such a long time. So we're going to be making something so quick, so simple. Literally anyone can do it. I feel like I always say that, but literally anyone can make this meal. So in front of me we just have some ingredients and we have a few kitchen equipment. So I've got two chopping boards. I like to use one chopping board for meat and one chopping board for my vegetables. We'll be making some mashed potatoes. So I've got two big potatoes here. I actually don't think I'm gonna be using two of them. Just one is enough for me. And then for vegetables, we're gonna be having some broccoli, and we're also gonna be having some kale. I make the best stir fry broccoli and kale concussion. Like, I don't even know what to call it. Don't even know how I thought of it, but I just know when you guys try this, chef's kiss, it is beautiful. And we're also going to be making some lamb chops today, and we're going to be seasoning our lamb chops with just a few ingredients. We're actually not doing too much. I do not over season my food. Sometimes I'll just be watching videos and I'll be thinking, you have a point to prove. Like, you actually have a point to prove. Whereas me, I feel like the lighter the better. Sometimes you want to taste your meat, you want to taste what you're eating. So for our lamb chops, we are making like this honey glazed lamb chops. Okay, so the very first thing we'll be preparing is our meat, and we just want to go ahead and open it up, and we're going to be washing our meat today. I'm going to go ahead and transfer it to this bowl. This is literally like my meat bowl. I only ever put chicken, fish or meat in this. I'll be washing my meat with some vinegar. So I just use distilled vinegar. I know not everyone washes their meat, but literally just do what you feel like is best for you. And I'll just go ahead and coat it. Once you've washed your meat, you just want to take up any excess water with these kitchen towels, and you're literally just patting it dry. Now that I have done that, I'll be putting my meat onto the chopping boards, and this is just going to allow me to evenly season every single lamb chop. The first thing we are going in with is some salt. Make sure you do both sides. And we are going in with some all-purpose seasoning. Again, same thing. Make sure you get it on both sides. Then we're just going in with some lamb seasoning. Then you're going to get some black peppercorns. Finally, just some crushed chili flakes. And you just want to go ahead and massage that all in. When it falls on the chopping board, you can literally just scoop it all up like that. It smells so good. Okay, so now we're going to be frying our lamb chops. We'll be lightly frying them because afterwards we're going to transfer them to the oven. So at the minute I've got the oven preheating at 200 degrees, and I've got my frying pan preheating as well, and I've just gone ahead and put some oil in there. You don't want to put too much because you don't want your food to be greasy, and lamb chops like create their own fat, so you don't really need too much oil at all. This is the best frying pan ever. I picked it up from HomeSense. I will try the brand. It actually has the brand Brabantia. I'm not too sure how I say it. but it's just the best non-stick frying pan. Like when something is supposed to burn, it still doesn't burn because of this frying pan. It's perfect.
Always felt like sticking around's the same as being stuck. That's that shit that drives me crazy. It like guns with the aching, yeah, getting under my skin. Pretty little young thing, had a nigga convinced, got me too excited. Yeah, you play
So whilst we wait for the final 2 bits of lamb chops to fry, they are quite thick, so they're taking a little bit longer. We're just going to go ahead and make our sauce. Now this is the easiest sauce you would ever make. All you need is some ketchup, soy sauce, I use dark soy sauce, and some honey. I run out of these stuff really quickly. I cook every single day, guys, so I'm always food shopping. So I'm literally just gonna put a generous amount of ketchup. I can't believe I haven't got any. We basically want enough to cover our meat. Just gonna have to open the bowl. That's enough. And then to that amount of ketchup, I'm so sorry guys, we do not have measurements, but just eyeball it. We're just gonna go ahead and add our soy sauce. I will measure this for you guys. So we're gonna get a big spoon, a normal spoon. And I'll say 1.5 is enough. And then the amount of honey you put is dependent on how sweet you like it. So again, I just squirt until I think it's enough. And then it's gonna look like that. Okay, so now that you have fried your lamb chops, they will look like this. You didn't want to fry them until they were like done because you're going to put them in the oven. So first we're going to coat just this top half and we're going to put it in the oven for about 10 minutes. I'm just going to clean up this area. You want to make sure you're cleaning whilst you're cooking so that you haven't got too much to do when you're done. I've been using this brand called Purdy and Thig, and you basically just put water in this bottle and then you add the essential oil, and this is the one I'm using today. And it's supposed to be like really environmentally friendly. I think it smells really good, so I really enjoy using this. Some water onto boil so that we can make our mashed potatoes, and I just season the water with some salt and oil. So I've taken it out of the oven, and this is what it looks like after the first 10 minutes on 200 degrees, and I'm basically just going to turn these over and coat the other side now.
Drop the roof and let the smoke clear. I got diamonds doing pussy slides in both ears. Dice rolling on the Las Vegas strip tonight. Slip that on and we might justify. Fuck the night, I keep the wallet in my shorty bag. You know she wasn't mine when she tattooed that ass.
I feel like since I've been doing me and just like focused on myself, I have been the happiest I have ever been. I wake up every single day so happy, so thankful, so grateful for the smallest things in life. And it's just because I've become so much more like grounded. I've just become so much more down to earth. I just feel so happy and so blessed. Cooking honestly brings me so much joy, and I was just thinking, oh, I wonder if my like viewers are going to be confused about like the type of content that I do. Like, are they going to be thinking, oh, she needs to niche down, or she just needs to stick to one thing? And it's like, personally, I can't do that. Personally, I can only do what makes me happy. And one of the things that brings me joy is honestly cooking. And this is like a lifestyle channel. Like, we do everything related to lifestyle. And my lifestyle might be different to someone else's lifestyle. So you might watch another YouTuber and you'll never see them cook. And it's just because that's not part of their lifestyle. Whereas cooking is the biggest part of my lifestyle. I make breakfast from scratch. I make lunch from scratch. I make my dinner, my dessert, everything's done from scratch. And it just brings me so much joy. Like, the fact that I bought a kitchen island and the whole entire day today I've just been feeling like I won the lottery. That just made it even more clear to me how much I just love and enjoy the simple things in life. Like, I'm such a regular, okay, am I a regular, girl? I'm just, I'm a normal girl. I just enjoy staying at home. I enjoy being a mum. I enjoy doing my skincare. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy these things. And I'm like trying to reach the type of audience that also enjoys those things. Like, I don't want to feel like I have to be turning up on the weekend in order to film content, because that's not my life. Like, I'm a Christian girl now. I used to turn up, that used to be me, but that's definitely like not even me anymore. It is so hot in here. I found an electric heater in the corridor. Like, it's just been there for a week now. It's been ages. So I thought, let me help myself to this, because clearly no one wants it. And I've had it on and I'm actually really hot, but that should keep my gas bill down, because if you don't know, gas prices have risen. My gas bill was £400. I'm done. I've been freezing. I've honestly just been freezing for the past week since I saw that gas bill, because I'm scared to turn it on. I turn my heating on for 20 minutes and these people want to tell me I owe them £400. Are they okay? Are they actually okay? So we've just chopped our potatoes. I made that look a lot more difficult than it is, but I just chopped them into like big cubes. We're just going to boil these now until they're soft. We are now moving on to our vegetables. I've currently got my broccoli and my kale just straining off behind me, and I've got my frying pan on the stove currently just heating up. So we are going to make like a garlic butter, which is what we're going to be frying our vegetables in. I say fry, we're not really frying them, we're like lightly frying them and steaming them simultaneously. So that's what we'll be doing. So I've just got one garlic clove here. The amount of garlic you use is depending on your taste buds. So if you want it really garlicky, go ahead and add another garlic clove, or 2 more, up to you. You can add 2, 3, 1, whatever you want. And we're just gonna dice these. Finely chop them. You don't want big chunks of garlic.
A lover boy, she got a toys. Keep it coming, you a rider. Just that roll myself a J and count my figure shit. It's that stepping out, I feel like I'm that nigga shit. I dropped 30 on this.
This is the butter I will be using. This is from Aldi. It's just meadow flour. This butter, yeah, makes everything taste so good. I kept hearing talks about low pack, so I bought it. And I used it in my food and it ruins my food. I don't know what the hype is around that bar, but it doesn't taste good. If you want something that's like very rich and creamy, then I recommend getting like Flora, or if you have an Aldi close by, get meadow flour. I put this in my curry goat. I put this on my roast chicken. This is chef's kiss. Now, so your butter doesn't burn, you're gonna put a tiny bit of oil in the frying pan first. That's actually a very generous amount of butter. I'm gonna go ahead and take some out.
gon' sleep for shit. If I catch you knocking off, then it's gon' be some shit. Where you can do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spit what you wanna, be who you wanna be. We I'm stunner till I die. You can do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spit.
So it is now time to plate up our food. We'll be using this bigger plate today, and the cutlery I use, I'm just using these rose gold knives and forks. Let's plate up the mashed potatoes. I wanted to make this look aesthetically pleasing for you guys, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So this is the best I can do. Here we have our lamb chops. I'm gonna rest them on. And then this is our veg. Just looks like that. You have like a mixture of fried bits and steamed bits. The fried bits are like really crispy, which just, oh, it's divine. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then you have like really crispy bits of garlic, crispy bits of broccoli, crispy bits of kale. So yummy.
Do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spit what you wanna, be who you wanna be. We I'm stunner till I die. Fuck it, I just run it up before I go. Would you tell the world my secrets if I let you close? Yeah, my headaches.
Tell me this meal doesn't look so yummy. This looks so good. Let's have the first bite of the vegetables. That's too good. That's too good. Now let's taste the mash. Nice and creamy. Could have done with some more butter. And let's taste a lamb chop. Should we get a fat bit? Or should we just get a normal little one? Let's get this one here. That is tender, it's sweet, and I've put chili flakes on them, so it's got a little kick. This is so yummy. Let's make something to drink. So for a drink, we're just gonna have this Tropical Vibes fruit punch. I'm addicted to this drink. It's actually terrible. And then I'm just gonna mix it with some white Zinfandel. This is like a replica of Barefoot. This is actually just from Aldi. I'm just gonna mix this together. I'm not even supposed to be drinking. Like, I don't really want to drink much this year, even though I'm not a big alcohol person to begin with, which is a plus, but I want to cut back like all the way. I have had that bottle in my house since Christmas. That shows how much I don't drink. Let's see if that tastes good. That's beautiful. I'm seriously just in like my single girl, my solo girl, grown woman era, where it's like I'm just focused on me. I'm just doing what makes me happy. I'm doing the things I enjoy, and I'm not feeling like lonely or like I need a man. Like, I definitely want one. However, I don't feel like I need one. Like, I'm good without it, and I'm at a space where it's like when it comes along, it comes along, and I'm more than happy to like wait for that moment, for that right person. Like, I enjoy my own company so much, and this channel is all about showing you guys like you can enjoy your own company too. You don't have to be surrounded by a bunch of people, and you don't have to have a man in your life every single second. Like, it actually kind of upsets me when women don't realize how lucky they are to have themselves. And I just want to showcase like spending time by yourself and enjoying your own company and just stepping into your feminine woman energy. That's literally what I'm all about. Like, I feel like being desperate and dying for a man is such a dangerous space to be in, because when you're desperate, you make stupid decisions and you give every single one the time of day when you know you should not be giving that person the time of day. It's just very risky to be desperate. So I feel like if you're currently in like your single season, or if you've been single for a while, enjoy it. And enjoying it does not mean date every single Tom, Dick and Harry. Enjoying it means doing things like this by yourself, and going on holiday by yourself, and shopping by yourself, and buying yourself gifts, buying yourself flowers, doing things for yourself. Enjoying your singleness doesn't mean let me go on a date with this person today, that person tomorrow, let me have sex with this person today, that person next week, because I'm a grown woman, I can do what I want. That's not what it means. It means literally figuring out who you are, figuring out what you want without a man in the picture. I'm so happy to have my own space. Obviously I share with my daughter, but I'm so happy to have my own space right now, like to be able to decorate it to my taste. Like, there's a lot of pink in this house. If I had a man, I would not be able to do that. And I really want to take advantage of this time where I am single, because I know when I get my family home, my husband's probably going to be like, babe, we can't have pink pots and pans, like we can't have a pink rug in the corridor. He's probably going to say that. And it's like, I just want to be able to enjoy these things, like enjoy this moment right now as a single woman, and really embody what it means to be a single woman. I milk it. I buy myself flowers. I will drink wine by myself. Like, I make myself romantic dinners. I'll make myself a romantic bath. Like, I milk it to the fullest. And sometimes I'll just find myself smiling and just literally being like, I love being a woman. Like, I enjoy being a girl so much. If you end up making this, please let me know in the comment section. Or if you plan to make it, please let me know. Because this was too, this is too good.
Nobody else makes me. Nobody else had a clue what I could do, what I could do. We ride around the love, ride around the trip, ride around the dick. Ride around the slap me out the dick. Don't wanna fit. Ride around the world, yeah. Ride around talking to me. Oh, I got that. Don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna, but can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, cause the thought alone is killing me right now.
I am now all ready to relax for the evening. Let me show you guys my pajamas because they are extremely cute. Super cute. They are from Primark. You guys already know the vibes. I always buy my pajamas from Primark. Okay, so now the vibe for the evening is just to do some journaling. I'm going to be using my Making Moves journal. I like to journal at my desk because it makes me feel more put together. When I journal in bed, I'm too comfortable, like my brain it's not active enough. So there are 3 pages that I'm going to be working on this evening. So the first section I'm going to be working on is writing a letter to my future self. This part right here just basically tells you like the importance of writing a letter to your future self. So I'm going to be doing that one, and I'm also going to be working on the limiting belief section, because as much as I'm in like a really good space and I feel like I'm capable of whatever it is I want in this life, I still feel like subconsciously there's a part of me that has some doubts. So I'm going to be working on the create a new belief section. We do have a section which basically explains to you what is a limiting belief and how you can remove limiting beliefs. And then this section here is just like a little workbook area where you can actually focus on removing these limiting beliefs. Just briefly, like if you've never heard of what a limiting belief is, a limiting belief is basically that thought that you have, whether it be subconsciously or consciously, that is holding you back and stopping you from having whatever it is you want in life. For example, a limiting belief might be that you feel like making money is hard, or you might feel like you've told yourself, or society has told you, that based on your skin color you're going to be unable to achieve XYZ, or based on your skin color it's going to be harder for you to achieve XYZ. So we then start to believe that subconsciously, which actually holds us back and it stops us from achieving the things that it is that we want in life, in a variety of ways. I think I'll make like a completely separate video on it because it's just too long to get into right now. So that's the other section I'm going to work on tonight. And I actually haven't done my affirmations in a little while, so I'm going to work on some positive affirmations. And again, it just basically explains to you what a positive affirmation is, and then you have a section to write down your own positive affirmations. And then I'm going to, the final section I'm going to work on is my weekly goals. So as it is a new week, it's time for me to like be very intentional with 3 goals that I would like to achieve this week. So I'm basically going to use this section here to write. This is like right here, there's just a lot going on. I actually should have bought a bigger desk, but this desk was so pretty, but I definitely needed a desk that was a little bit bigger. So this section here is basically where I'm going to be writing down my goals. So you have a page for each goal, and you pick 3 goals that are your most important for that week. So you write down what the goal is, the reason why you want to achieve this goal, the action steps that it's going to take to get there, when you need to do it by, and like the resources that will help you achieve said goal. So those are the things I'm going to be working on this evening. I'm heading to bed now. I've had such a productive day. Before I go to bed, I do like to do some reading, especially because I don't fall asleep instantly if I don't do something. I'll just be on my phone, and I don't want to be on my phone. Like, this is the year where I'm being very intentional with my time. If I have some free time, instead of scrolling TikTok, I want to read, I want to journal, I want to pray, I want to spend time with God. Like, I just don't want to give it to social media, and I don't want to be too invested in other people's lives. I allocate my time for social media and my time for consumption. However, right now it's time for me to just read and spend some time with God. So let me show you guys the book I've been reading. Actually, this is the book I'm reading at the minute, and I'm gonna link it down below for all the bad bitches who want to find love and who want to find themselves, because this book is so good. Literally, let me read you something. Okay, she's about to drag you. She's about to drag you. Men and women have a tendency to do the same things when they are trying to get their needs met. I decided to keep a list. I wrote down the 13 most common things we do in search of love or a relationship in which we want to be loved. Each of these things will inevitably... Okay, let's try again. Each of these things will inevitably fail to meet our needs. They will take us to a hellish meantime experience. Please get this book, guys, because one of these 13 things, I don't think I'm going to read all 13, but if one of these things relate to you, get this book. So, all the signs say this is not the one, but you ignore your internal alarms and move ahead into a love fantasy. I have done that so much the past year. Not the past year. The past year I didn't date. I had a little slip up towards the end of the year, but I didn't actually date anyone. Yeah, I've had a few love fantasies of my own when I know this person is not for me. And because you fear being alone, or because you believe you cannot have what you want in a relationship, believing you can't have what you want in a relationship is an example of a limiting belief, by the way. Because you fear being alone, or because you believe you cannot have what you want in a relationship, you accept the first person who comes along, only to be left, beaten, ripped off, or impregnated, and then left, beaten, ripped off. Okay, drag me. You confuse friendship and niceness with romantic love. Because someone is nice to you and you are not used to it, you don't know how to say no to them when you realize they are not who you want. You get caught up in the packaging and promises. Because the other person expresses an interest in you, you respond without really exploring if this is who or what you want. You allow blind faith, which leads to blind love, to take you into a relationship that is unhealthy. Sexual compatibility is mistaken for love. You stay in a relationship although you are miserable, trying to work things out even when your partner shows no interest in working through the difficulty. What's love got to do with in the meantime? You know where you want to be, but have no clue how to get there. Perhaps your vision is unclear, your purpose still undefined. On top of it all, your relationships, particularly your romantic relationships, are failing. If these scenarios feel familiar, then you are smack dab in the middle of the meantime. Girl, I'm gonna link this book down below so that you can go ahead and get it. And the Bible I have been using, that just hurt me. The Bible I've been using to study is the Tony Evans Study Bible. This is the best study Bible for me because it just breaks everything down beautifully. Like normally when I read my Bible, I'll be reading it, I'm just like, just don't know what's going on, just don't know what anyone's saying. Whereas now, like if I'm confused by what scripture is saying, you have a section at the bottom right here which basically explains it to you perfectly. It just explains it in a way that you can digest and in a way that you can understand. It teaches you how to read, well, it shows you how to read the Bible. One of the amazing things about this Bible actually is if you scan the QR code, it brings you to a video which explains that entire chapter to you. Not entire chapter, is it chapter? Yeah, it explains the whole chapter to you. And it's just so good. I'll also link this down below for anyone who wants to welcome Christ into their life this year, wants to learn more about their religion, wants to get closer to God, wants to pray more, wants to study the Bible. Like, I'm gonna link this down below for you. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna spend the rest of my evening doing, because that's just part of my routine. It's just something I actually always do. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of the cooking section. Going forward, obviously my cooking videos will be like strictly cooking and you won't be chilling with me. I just wanted to do this evening. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.